Picture this. You're alone in a dark forest, and there's a monster lurking in the shadows. That monster is the fear of investing. Now we all know what it's like to be afraid of something, right? It could be spiders, heights, or even public speaking. But when it comes to the world of finances, there's one fear that stands out from the rest, the fear of investing. This fear, my friends, is like a monster in the dark, always lurking, always ready to pounce. This monster of investment fear is not a trivial creature. It's a powerful beast that can hold you back from achieving your financial goals. It can make you miss out on opportunities that could potentially change your life. It can keep you in your comfort zone, preventing you from taking the necessary steps to secure your financial future. Let's take John, for instance. John had a decent amount of savings sitting in his bank account, but every time he thought about investing some of it, the monster would rear its ugly head. It filled his mind with terrifying images of losing all his hard-earned money. So John decided to play it safe. He kept his money in the bank, where it earned a measly 1% interest per year. Then there's Lisa. She had a brilliant idea for a startup, but the thought of investing her savings into her own business scared her. The monster whispered in her ear about all the businesses that fail within the first 5 years. So Lisa let the idea go, and the world missed out on what could have been an innovative product. Fear can be a powerful deterrent, especially when it comes to investing. It can make you second guess your decisions. It can make you miss out on great opportunities, and it can keep you from reaching your full financial potential. But here's the thing. This monster, this fear of investing, it's not invincible. It can be defeated. So, how can we defeat this monster? Let's uncover the secret weapon in our next scene. Remember the monster in the forest? Well, you have a secret weapon to defeat it. Knowledge. Just like a knight in a fairy tale who learns about the dragon's weak spots before charging into battle, you too can conquer your financial fears by educating yourself. Let's take a trip down memory lane and visit our old friend, Sam. Sam was always afraid of investing. The stock market seemed like an intimidating labyrinth to him, filled with unpredictable twists and turns. But then Sam decided to arm himself with knowledge. He started by reading books about investing, attending seminars, and even consulting with financial advisors. As he delved deeper into the world of investing, he realized that it wasn't as scary as he initially thought. The labyrinth started to make sense, and he finally found his path. Then there's Lisa. Lisa was a single mom who lived paycheck to paycheck. The thought of investing seemed like a luxury she couldn't afford. But Lisa was determined to create a better future for her daughter. She started learning about low-risk investments and how even a small amount can grow over time if invested wisely. She learned about the power of compound interest and how it could turn her small savings into a substantial amount. Little by little, Lisa started investing, and over time, she managed to build a nest egg for her daughter's education. What about Mike, the retiree? Mike was worried about outliving his savings. He knew he had to invest, but was terrified of losing his hard-earned money. So, Mike decided to educate himself. He learned about diversifying his portfolio, about bonds, stocks, and mutual funds. He understood that not all investments are high risk, and that he could find options that suited his comfort level. Armed with this knowledge, Mike started investing and found a way to make his retirement savings last longer. These stories show us that knowledge can help us overcome our fears. It illuminates the path through the dark forest of investing, showing us the way to financial stability and prosperity. Knowledge is power, but it's not the only tool in our arsenal. Let's explore another weapon to conquer investment fear. Let's arm ourselves with another weapon to defeat the investment fear monster, taking calculated risks. Now, the term risk may sound intimidating, but let's break it down. The calculated risk is different from a reckless risk. It's about making informed decisions based on the information at hand. It's not about throwing caution to the wind and hoping for the best. Imagine you're a sailor setting sail on a voyage. A reckless risk would be setting out without checking the weather forecast, not knowing whether a storm is brewing. A calculated risk would be setting out while aware of the weather conditions and having contingency plans in place should things go south. In the world of investing, the same principles apply. Successful investors don't just plunge into the deep end, they dip their toes in the water first. They research, they observe, they analyze, they take calculated risks. Now let's dive into some stories. Ever heard of Warren Buffett? The man who is often referred to as the most successful investor in the world? Well, he didn't achieve his success by chance. Buffett is known for his meticulous research and his penchant for understanding a business inside and out before taking the plunge. He takes calculated risks and it's paid off time and time again. Or how about the story of Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx? She invested her entire life savings of $5,000 to start her company. It was a risk, yes, but a calculated one. She had a product she believed in, she had done her research, and she was ready to work hard, and it paid off. Today, Spanx is a multi-billion-dollar company. These stories illustrate the power of taking calculated risks. It's not about being fearless, but about making smart, informed decisions. It's about understanding that risk is an inherent part of investing, but that with the right knowledge and preparation, you can tip the scales in your favor. Taking calculated risks can lead to success, but there's one more tool we need to truly conquer our fears. The final tool in our arsenal to defeat investment fear is patience. Now you may think, I've heard this before. Patience is a virtue. Well, in the world of investing, patience isn't just a virtue, it's a necessity. Imagine you're a farmer. You plant a seed in the spring, but you don't get to enjoy the fruits of your labor until the fall. That's a long wait, right? Investing is a lot like farming. You plant your financial seeds and wait for them to grow. You might not see results right away, but with time, those seeds can turn into a bountiful harvest. Take Warren Buffett, for example. He's one of the most successful investors in the world, and he didn't get there overnight. Buffett once said, "The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient." His investment strategy is built on the philosophy of buying and holding. He invests in solid companies and then waits, sometimes for years, for his investments to grow. It's not about timing the market, but time in the market. Or consider the story of Grace Groner. She was a secretary who bought 3 shares of Abbott Laboratories in 1935 for a total of $180. She held onto those shares, reinvested the dividends, and when she passed away in 2010, Her investment was worth $7 million. That's the power of patience. Investing is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a journey, and like any journey, it requires patience. It's about understanding that the market has its ups and downs, but over the long term, it tends to go up. It's about resisting the urge to panic when things aren't going well and maintaining a steady course. With knowledge, calculated risks, and patience, we can conquer the monster of investment fear and make smart investment decisions. The road to financial success may be long, but with patience as our compass, we'll find our way